Buddy, this is Xavier Silvetti. You're going to show you my Showme project. Let's get started. Basically, The Great Gatsby, up to this point in the book, was basically about this guy named Nick, right? And basically how, it was describing how his father gave him some advice, and he was like, just thinking about it, how, this character named, Gatsby, basically stood for everything he hated. Nick coming back from World War One, he was, kind of confused about this opportunistic world of the Roaring Twenties, and how he basically moved into the West Egg, and living in almost a shack, and basically got up to this point where basically he's about to meet his some old acquaintances in East Egg, and basically this paragraph as a whole is describing one of his acquaintances named Tom, and so what I find interesting about this paragraph is that this paragraph is mainly just here to characterize this character named Tom from the perspective of Nick. And I think that's basically how I feel this paragraph is very important to this, just important in general. Continuing first thing I noticed was the word superlicious. The word superlicious is a very interesting word choice to describe Tom. The word choice almost in a sense is like exotic and not commonly used, and but like it also has the meaning of arrogant, and how it kind of like fits Tom, because Tom is like a rich, elegant, intelligent man, but he's still arrogant. Just like the choice of this words I found very interesting. Continuing forth, he again uses a word, blatantly saying the word arrogant. First of all, he's repeating the fact that this guy's arrogant, and he wants to make sure that you understand that this guy's arrogant and almost in a sense annoying. But this sentence itself talks about how he's leaning aggressively forward with his two shining, arrogant eyes. Like most people in this generation, they're basically like looking forward to the future and keep on moving forward with the future, and giving almost him and like everyone else in this generation a sense of arrogance. This sentence I found very interesting. It talks about how Tom has like a female style, yet his body is powerful. It talks about how although he might have a female type of style of clothing, he still has a very manly aspect to him. Nick then pauses, with his dash here, to again say the same thing, basically, how he's, power, he has a lot of muscles, and, his glistening boots, but just this dash here gives the sense to the reader that, Nick can't exactly say anything different about that aspect, that this pause, he took a second to think, but he just couldn't think of any other way to describe physically how, Tom looks. This is the best way to describe him. He even then says it again, repeating almost the same idea of this powerful, large, leveraged body. Again, thinking about it, a cruel body. He doesn't know how else to describe this man's, handsome yet, strong body. I found this interesting. This next sentence interesting. His speaking voice, interjection, this comma, a gruff, husky tenor. Gruff being almost an annoying kind of voice, and factors being again, annoying voice. He's repeating the idea that arrogant and annoying, repeatedly and paralleling it, and with this interjection also kind of gives the reader that a sense that this is how literally this guy talks, almost like interrupting in a sense, and just plain out annoying. Again, he uses the idea of he's trying to give off the impression that this guy is just plain out annoying by using parental contempt, this guy is looking down at you, and these guys hate his guts for it, basically. These guys hate how this man looks down on them, yet he thinks he's better than them, and it's just annoying them. I found this interesting because that's how I looked at it, and again, he had to think about it for a second. You can tell, using the words "ears" here, he hasn't talked to this guy for a while, yet he perfectly remembers how this man is. And I found this last sentence, almost a run-on antecedent sentence, very interesting, because it just keeps on going. There's it's just one sentence, right? But from what I understand, just as aggressively moving forward, Nick is trying to keep up with the sentence, and show that he doesn't know how else to describe him. He's just running on with the sentence, and in a sense, just wants to kind of end his description of Tom, and that's how I viewed this run-on sentence to just characterize Tom from Nick's perspective. Thank you for watching, guys, and let's watch the next one.